What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Toree Mayo, if you did not know that already, and today I'm telling you the story of growing up gay. Okay, so growing up gay in a town that I live in is probably the hardest thing to do for anybody in the LGBTQ plus community. But I'm gonna start back from when I was 4 and how I progressed to get up and how I came out and just tell you my whole story. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. All my social medias, along with my filmer, who is also known as my sister, all of our social medias will be down in the description. Please go check us out. And yeah, let's get started. Let's start when I was 4. So I still don't remember the story myself, but my mom likes to tell it to me. So yeah, I'm gonna share it with you guys. So when I was 4, my mom and dad called me into their bedroom, and they basically sat me down and told me that I could be anybody I wanted to be, and it didn't matter who I was when I grew up, they would still love me. Now I'm sure they didn't mean anything by it, but they kind of like knew, because when I was little, and even now, I wore what society calls guy clothes, and so, you know, they just kind of knew I was gonna probably turn out this way, but they didn't want to assume, so they were just reassuring me that I would be okay and that they would still love me, which I think is amazing for any parent to do. So I just think they're like really good parents. Okay, so as you can tell from that story, whenever I heard that when I was younger and before I even came out to my mom, I thought, like, I was never scared to come out to her because she told me that story and she told me she would accept me. So I knew if she accepted me from a young age, why wouldn't she accept me now? So basically, when I was in 4th grade, I do not remember how old I was. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of things, but it was on a weekend, I remember that, and it was dark, and we were having a bonfire, so we were having a lot of people over, and it was a bunch of family friends, and my mom was sitting by the bonfire, and everybody else was in our barn shooting pool, and I remember being on the porch with my sister Heather, and I told her, you know, that I liked girls, and me and Heather never really got along when we were younger, so she kind of like teased me about it, and she like told me that if I didn't tell mom, she was gonna tell mom. It was like a sibling thing. It wasn't nothing bad. It was just like a sibling thing. So I was like, okay, I'll tell mom. So I walked down to the bonfire and I made sure nobody was out there because I didn't want everybody knowing. And I sat down beside my mom and I told her, I was like, so I need to talk to you about something. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, so I think I said I don't like boys. And she was like, well, that's fine. You don't need a boyfriend right now. You're too young anyways. And I was like, no, like I don't like boys. And she was like, you like girls? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, that's fine. Like, you know, she accepted me and she told me that it was okay and she still loved me. And she told me the story from when I was little again, the story I just told y'all. And it made me feel good that somebody accepted me because I was so scared of coming out because it's such a scary thing, because it wasn't a thing when I was in 4th grade. It was like something that you got a lot of hate for. So that's how I came out to my mom. And yeah, it was a scary thing for me, and my sister accepted me. She didn't really know anything about it, really. We were young, and my mom kind of thought it might be a phase because I was little, but then again, she knew, like, it probably isn't. My other family, when they found out, some of them weren't too accepting. None of them were too accepting. My aunt, I'm not gonna say her name, but she told me that I was just trying to be like my cousin, Laura, because Laura's also gay, she's my cousin, and she said I was just trying to be like Laura, and that I was going through a phase, and that I didn't know what I wanted because I was too young, and so I had to deal with that every time I saw her, which was really, really hard for me because I was so young, and coming out so young was such a thing, and it was so bad how much hate I got from her, but you know, eventually I canceled her out of my life, so she's no longer really in my life too much, but yeah, so I just tried to block out all the negativity I could and tried to focus on the positives of how many people did accept me, which was very little. So I'm guessing all of you are wondering how I came out to the people at school, because of course they found out, but it was my fault, really. I wasn't supposed to, because my mom knew I was gonna get hate, so she didn't want me to come out to people at school. But me being a kid and not really knowing much about it, I came out. It was a year nobody at school knew that I was gay, but fast forward to 5th grade, I still had all my friends. I don't want to say I was a popular kid because I definitely was not a popular kid, but I had a bunch of friends. Like, I had a lot of friends. So I got on Instagram one day and had this friend, I'm not going to say her name, and, you know, I liked her. I liked her, and she posted this picture on Instagram, and I commented under it, and I was like, I like you. Yeah, I was stupid. But I commented, I like you, and I was like, from my perspective, the way I saw it is, she'll take it as I like her as a friend. Who would see that as a friend? Me looking at that now? I don't know. But me, back then, thought, you know, she'll see it as a friend thing, which is good because I just told her I liked her, but she thinks it's a friend. So it was kind of a win-win situation. That's not how it went. Her sister commented under it and told me that she likes boys and that I'm a faggot and that, you know, it's a sin, and basically give me a lot of hate. And then this girl who she was best friends with, she commented and she basically was, you know, bullying me, cyberbullying me. So, you know, it got spread around school that I was gay and that I came. Anyways, I went to school and I like that I didn't have any friends. I had one friend, and her name is Jayshawn. She was there for me no matter what. She was my friend even though everybody hated me, even though she knew I was gay. She was my best friend. She stayed with me. She didn't care. She was accepting. She was a friend. She's the only friend I had. Everybody else dropped me. Everybody else left me. I was now the weird kid in school, which I didn't care that I was the weird kid in school. I just cared because I was getting so much hate and getting bullied so badly. So when I was little, I looked at things as a negative way because I got so much negativity towards me. So I thought of it as a negative thing. And that's how everybody at school found out I was gay. It was a hard time. It was a very hard time for me. I didn't think I was ever going to get any friends back. But, needless to say, a few years later, like 6th or 7th grade, LGBTQ+ became legal. It became legal to marry, and it became a big thing. It blew up. Everybody was coming out. There was pride, there was marches, there was protests, there was everything. It was such a big thing. And so all my friends I had before, you know, they found out I was gay, realized that it was finally okay, and that a lot of people were coming out, so it was more accepted, and I was more accepted and loved and seen as the cool kid because I was the only gay they knew. So I was everybody's gay best friend, which I kind of hated. I just wanted to be everybody's best friend, not gay best friend, but I took what I could get because I was just having so much negativity that I just wanted some friends, because who wouldn't at that young of age? So yeah, I have surrounded myself with so many positive people and been so accepted recently, and so because of that, I have been looking at life in such a positive way. Everything I do is for positivity. So I'm Toree Mayo. This is my story. Why did my voice crack? I feel like I'm crying. I'm Toree Mayo. This is my story. Thank you all for watching. I love every single one of you. You're beautiful. You're perfect. Stay who you are. And if you need anything, my social medias will be down in the description below, along with my sisters. Please, please, please check them out. We would really need your support right now. I love every single one of you. Please make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. New videos coming. Yeah, I love every single one of you. Bye.